Okay, so today I'm gonna show you guys how to change the a water pump on G37s, including the gallery gaskets and all that kit with the seals and all that stuff. Obviously, we're not there yet, but so this is part one of the video. Hopefully, part two is coming soon. I'm a mechanic myself. Well, a technician, you could say that. But so I did all that. So let's get started. So what you want to start with is what's it called? So there's gonna be the belt. It's gonna be the coolant reservoir over here. There's gonna be the stop upper radiator hose, lower radiator hose, all the way down there. And this is where your thermostat is. You don't have to remove this. Keep it there. I kind of made a mistake. I removed it, but I put it back. You gotta remove this one right here as well. And you have to remove the shield that is on here. Just remove all these bolts. And then so you can start off with it, but I would say not, because you have to put a lot of tools over here, so just end up with it. So what you want to do first, you want to remove the coolant reservoir. It's right here. I know I'm not showing it, but I'm telling you exactly what to do. Two 10 millimeter, sorry. And then so top radiator hose, don't remove that until you drain your coolant. Drain your coolant first. Make sure it's all out, and then take out both lower and upper radiator hose, and then make sure you drain more coolant. Disconnect all this wire harness coming down from the battery all the way down to the power steering, alternator, all that stuff. This is for the alternator. And yeah, cam sensors, all that stuff. And these grounds that go in right here where I marked it. It should go somewhere on the little thing that I removed. So this is the power steering. So the way to remove the power steering is you have to remove the alternator first, and then you would there would be a little bracket. I'm not sure if I have it on me, but this bracket goes in both of these where two bolts go. You want to remove all bolts on the power steering. There's a little bracket, and you can access them through the holes of this pulley. And that's basically it. You remove the bracket right here, and then you remove the belt. Well, of course you got to remove the belt. You remove all the tensioners, all that stuff. And that's basically it. And so most importantly, the way that I removed the crank pulley bolt is that let me get it. Got one of these right here. See how it's bent? So you want to put it in here, and you want to put it right there, and you want to have it lean right next to where the see it? It's right there. You can see it where the dipstick goes into the lower oil pan. I mean the upper oil pan. And so when you're done, you want to get that. You want to get a really big breaker bar, break that loose, and then boom, now you got that. Don't worry, it's not going to harm your pulley because it's cast steel, doesn't do anything. And what you want to do also, you want to align this with this. Make sure you mark that. This with that. You can actually spin that with your hand once the bolt is out. It's not really that hard. But yeah, intakes are out. Harness is out. Regarding the power steering again, remove this. Well, don't remove it. Just make sure you drain it. Use a turkey baster. That's the best seat you can use. And then use a you don't want the power steering to just lay down and put a lot of stress on the line. So what you want to do, you want to disconnect the upper line from the reservoir right here, and you want to put a bungee cord around, like a really short bungee cord around your headers. Well, if you don't have headers, just use the normal manifold, the ISR long tube headers, if you guys want to know some admin intakes. But yeah, all harnesses connected, most of the ground, and we'll get to part two pretty soon. AC compressor. Oh yeah, so regarding the AC compressor, what you want to do is you actually don't have to disconnect any of the harness. I made that mistake and I just put them back. So what you want to do is just disconnect this bolt with the lower bolt, and that's it. That's all that connects it with the front timing panel, or timing cover, you can say, and then that's it. So in my next video, I'm gonna show you guys how to remove the crank pulley, and removing the oil pan, and then all these bolts, and how we're gonna expose the timing chain. And then I forgot to tell you the way to remove the shield right here. There be these bolts that are obviously on the shield. Once it's on, you just remove them. Once you remove them, there will be these clips on the back of this shield. You want to expose the shield from the back right here. Before you do all this, there will be these two pins right here. You want to push the shield out and make sure you pop it open so it's not hanging on these. And so in the back, use some light if you're working at night like me, or whatever. It's going to be dark anyways. So just light it up and then push those with like pliers, and then use long pliers. Just press on them and push them out. That's how they come out. And yeah, you guys don't actually need to remove the front end to get to the crank pulley ball and all that stuff. And you got to use heat though. You got to use a torch. I got a torch, just use it. And then take that bolt out, as I said. But yeah, generally you don't need to, because all you actually need to access is this space right here. You don't even have to remove the radiator at all. Like literally not at all. You can access the chain, you can access all the tensioners, all the gallery gaskets with no problem, and even the water pump with no problem. So yeah, best luck, and I'll see you guys next video.